Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Punt is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Completes it in the middle. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods.
Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. It's complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. On target. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football trying.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Flowers. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Snagged out of the air. And he's dragged down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing.
There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And now we see on 4th down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Find a play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute. Nice job getting the first down.
So now it's second and long. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become... And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance, Jesse, to go cash this in.
Yeah, they got to pay this one off, too. They would love to be able to go out, be physical, and run this thing in and put a touchdown up on the board.
Sticks it in his belly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Texas. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner will be brought down. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. For a touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here comes the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got to...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 25. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to adjust the pattern. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to get it in. And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Had to get rid of it quickly.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit.
It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Now on second down. The give to the tailback. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back inside the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Randall. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Finds his man down the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flowers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Fry. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. It's Fry. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Gets it out quickly. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistent.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Here we go. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and it'll rub their nose in it.
They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field. Personnel groupings there have been, they're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on.
Turning it on! Just steamrolling the defense. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Buying some time. Kept it, and he's past the marker. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 35 over UNLV. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Charles. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They want that clock to run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
from the gun, the ground game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, what a move to get open. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Fires downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Crew looking to make a strong statement, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So Oklahoma's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Sooners will have to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Because we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays.
He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to settle out and bring the pressure.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. And the tackle is made. For a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure. What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. Softball brought down after a nice run.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
Offense ready to start this drive. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Gives it to the back. Powers through. Tackle made after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. They begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. He keeps it on a design run. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a long return, but the important thing to pick right side of the scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Throwing off play action. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Inside give now from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just in 2 yards. And Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. Money comes for his second punt of the game. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Offense on the field to take over. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And here's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short connection to the tight end here. Good enough for first down yardage. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On first and 10, looking to throw, bringing pressure. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
He dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Sooners will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch. He feels the punt. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. Breaks into the clear.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. And the Sooners hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. Dumps it down to the back, caught. Timeout is called. Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quick catch over the middle. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Offense makes their way on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
There's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And that one's picked off. What a play.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down. And it's a bunch formation.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They try to sneak it for the first. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that could happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Gets the first and still running. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. The shotgun running play call. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the deep.
And they heave it deep downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Quick throw to the left. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
I love this. He tries to hit his receiver on a quick slant against man coverage, but he didn't quite lead him enough, and the defender is able to break it up. Great first step by the defender to close the gap and make the play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep to the right side. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the interception puts the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Play action here on first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they get a throw for the first down. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a 2nd interception today. The Sooners bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And now the first play of this drive will begin at the 36. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Ball handed off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Pass ball is incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. That PI goes against the receiver. It will cost the offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they'll check him out. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Hands off to the left. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Second down after that previous play. And it's been an old school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Now it's second down here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That's the spin move. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense inbounds so they keep that clock moving.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the fourth.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Receivers are bunched together. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's caught. Gets into space at the 50. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Grinding away on the ground. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. The pocket breaking down. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Now they finally get him, but he found a nice... return. This drive starts in good position. And the offense trots back onto the field here. He's going to hand this off. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's a good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. With the catch, it's Jennings. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Looks to the left, pass caught. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught at the 30, still running. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play. The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. It's another deep shot. Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up 2nd down. The completion makes it 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen.
Of course, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Dump off caught by the running back. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Going for the touchdown here. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. They're going to run it. Got the 1st down and still motoring. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Hand off to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The tackle is made. The clock runs out, and that will do it. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So UCF's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism,
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll haul it in right around the logo. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like... hits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And it's a touchdown.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Line getting set on second down. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Timing and better execution execution that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It'll be a draw. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Knights will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. Brings it to the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Plenty of time left in. Here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Pena. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
The RPO fired complete to the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This one's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Quick strike complete. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
The Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Quick release by the QB. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Fighting up and runs through another one. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Knights come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now this offense will take the field again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down, 10 yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Back to pass on second down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs, really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Grove.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Give to the big fullback. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
It's caught. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback extends the play. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas Tech's offense will start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Kelly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of it. Bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it, even if you don't get it.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Kelly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The give to the back. Creates a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it's in for a touchdown. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept back. and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Proctor. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff to the lone back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And it'll be a touchdown.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They're working that left side. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll keep it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
3rd down play from the gun. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Makes the catch. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fakes the grab on the left. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing curl routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man on the right. And it's in there for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll go back to work on offense. Tight end now in motion. They'll open the second half with a run. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They'll give it to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit.
He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact at those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Zings it complete to the right. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Firing to the right, complete. Lots of room to run. The 10. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Let's go! One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Caught over the middle. It's Proctor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And they're in for a touchdown. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting...
There he goes. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Proctor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
Lowers those pads. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Tosses it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready.
29 Philly.
Handoff to the lone back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Creates a little room. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense lining up for a first down play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Here comes the offense on first down.
Here we go.
To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Leaves it with the running back. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
It's complete to the right. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right?